This episode is impossible. You're in the Playhouse.
Welcome to the Playhouse. I'm Uncle Paul, and it's time for our very special hellos. Hello to Beadly Tone, Jerome Luby, the Sticker Mania family, Matthew Street, Rachel's Ghost, Andrew of Parlogram, Beetle Dustino, Andrew Dixon, Dave Sudstrom, Patricia of A Little Beatles Corner, Beetle Brad and Beetle Dave, Polly Hewitt, Ken Michaels Radio, Joe Mayo, Brendan Snyder, Andy and Tom of Two Legs. Now, if you'd like a special hello, please leave it in the comments, whether you'd like to say hello to your child or even your pet. Leave it in the comments and we'll give a very special hello in a future episode. And that's our very special hellos for today. Now it's time for Object Presentation Artifact Showcase. A bit of history first, of course. Now, the Kohner brothers, known as Paul and Frank Kohner, of course, opened their factory in New York City during World War II. And they were toy makers, which they actually made a lot of popular things that we know today. The most popular, besides what we're going to talk about today, is the Kohner brothers were responsible for creating the game Trouble, if you remember that, playing that, and it's still available to this day. And the famous Pop-O-Matic, a little bubble, and then you'd hit it, and that's where the dice would come up, the die, and then you would know how many spaces you could take on the Trouble board. Now, eventually, they had a factory in East Rutherford, New Jersey, as their successes kept mounting up. Now, they created the rights, but they did get the rights to exclusively produce them in America. So it's called the Push Button Puppet. Sometimes they had other various names because even though the Kohner brothers had the exclusive license to manufacture this type of toy and were the most successful, a lot of other companies did try and do the same thing, and they just didn't call them the push button puppets. Sometimes they were referred to as push up puppets. And a lot of times the Kohner brothers were in a lot of legal entanglements, and understand, because they were so successful and passionate about their creations. Now, simply, and I'm sure maybe you've seen these, but we're going to demonstrate. And it's so funny because on all of them, it has the push button underneath instruction, underneath the base. But I remember as a child even, holding this, it didn't take me too long to realize that you just push the bottom, and depending, see there's Fred, we're going to do Flintstones first, and if you went to the left side, you can just kind of control Fred's arm there, and then if you go to the right side here, got Fred there, and then let's see. And of course, always this was the most fun, I think, for most push button puppet collectors, and really, again, when you were having fun as a child, just there'd be better ones. If you push the whole button in, generally they just collapsed, which was a lot of fun. And so we're going to do all the Flintstone ones. These might have not been all the Flintstone ones, but the most fun. Now also I want to point out, this is Dino, of course, and it says by the Kohner brothers, and in the bottom it says here Hanna-Barbera Productions, because then when they would license, they did a lot of Hanna-Barbera ones because, again, they were so successful for both parties. Now in the collecting world, just again, meaning value-wise or collectability more, a lot of times, and we're going to show next some variations of those. Meaning the sticker either came off or got very, because when children were playing with these, the writing would get wiped off, or again totally come off. So collectors, as usually with anything, condition, you'd like the sticker to be on that. But if you found one while you're out at the flea markets and garage sales and collector shows, I certainly would not get it just because it was missing its official sticker. But again, it's fun to have them on. And the Dino is very popular. He's also kind of hard to get sometimes. Okay, there he is. Good old Dino. All right, I know we were talking about the stickers here. So, like, of course, here's Pebbles. She doesn't have her sticker. And maybe Bam Bam wanted to impress her. So Bam Bam ripped the sticker off himself. Now, here's what I was talking about. Now, there we go. Just Bam Bam says, he's bowing to Pebbles there. Come on, bow to Pebbles the right way. Here we go. Bam 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 Bam. We love the Flintstones here at the Playhouse. Now we're going to go through some more Hanna-Barbera ones. These are all push-button puppets by the Kohner brothers. And he's Magilla Gorilla, the Sail, and a picture says 1,000 words. I don't think you can say any more than that, right? And of course, now see, he's missing his sticker. Hey, Boo Boo. We got Yogi. And we love some of the more obscure, rarer characters. His Secret Squirrel. Okay. And going over here. He's got his binoculars, even with his accessories. And here's Huckleberry Hound. He's leading the band, it seems. I don't remember Huckleberry Hound ever leading a band, but I'm sure he did. He's got his top hat, his wand there, wearing a bow tie. All right, now this one should go with Secrets. Adamant. Not a plug, but yes, it's a plug. Most of these are coming to MeTV Tunes soon in your area. The Flintstones, of course, and the Jetsons are on. But MeTV Tunes is going to be playing all the classic Hanna-Barbera cartoons that we know and love. Here's Ricochet Rabbit. Bing Bing. He really likes to. Mr. Ricochet, his partner, right? All right, and then I got 3 more here to show you in this part. Now, this is called a mini puppet. I'm not sure if Pooh's hands was supposed to be back there, but we couldn't. But here's good old Winnie the Pooh. Of course, this was a Disney license that the Kohner brothers were also able to get. The Kohners did manufacture the mini puppets as well. Now, right before we're going to show you this, because these aren't done by the Kohner brothers, but they're really fun and collectible. Now, this was done. Now, they also created the Tricky Trapeze. And I'm sure all the Playhouse members are saying, oh yes, I had one of those, as well as a few of the push puppets. So this was just like a variation, another kind, all right, that you could make him do his tricks there. And these, of course, maybe we'll do another episode just on Tricky Trapezes eventually. Good old Adamant. All right, so now we have some holiday ones. Now this is what I was talking about earlier, that these were not manufactured by the Kohner brothers. These were manufactured by Fun World Incorporated. And they are, it says, located in New York. But of course then, as long as they didn't call them anything, or maybe a push-up button puppet, but that's all it says. Of course, these are just classic Halloween ones. The Playhouse has had these for many years. They go out every Halloween season. Same thing. Okay, I got his hand there. And I know these claps really good. Just they fall to pieces here, but stay together. Fun toy. They really hold up. And of course, here's another festive. For Halloween collectors, See, now this would be a cross collectible. Because, of course, the vintage Halloween collectors want these in their collection. But, of course, then the push-button puppets, even though this is not one by Kohner Brothers, but you'll want that in your collection as well. So as we've explained, that's what makes it a cross collectible, and even more desirable when two collecting people, or societies, want them. Well, I hope you've enjoyed looking at the world of the Kohner Brothers and their push-button puppets. But for now, the Playhouse is closed. Thanks, Joe Friday.